Well, I've got another postage stamp video here for you, and so I went back to Hobby Lobby and I got three things that I want to look at. First is this set of antique stamps. It was $3.99. It says old obsolete issues include special delivery, postage due, 100-year-old first commemorative. So I'm expecting something should be pretty cool in this set. Then here's 18 genuine United States postage stamps. A black McKinley stamp should be over 85 years old. I can't remember if I did this one already or not, but I might have actually. And I got a premium 100 genuine United States stamps bag here, and it says include stamps over 100 years old, and each stamp is different. So I'm hoping for some good ones. So first, let me move my coffee over here. Okay, here's my awesome postage stamps album. And let's just recap where we left off. I don't know if you remember, but we got quite a few stamps in here. Let's just see if I don't think that we did this one. I don't see any of these. I really don't. So, I guess we can start with this. Got a little sticky stuff on my hand. Okay. So let's see here. Let's open up this envelope. And take out the stamps. Put away the wax envelope, and let's see what we got here. Alright, good old American flag. Hold on. Let's get this where it will actually focus. Good old 15-cent American flag. Land of the free and home of the brave. This is just another sort of generic regular mailer stamp. I remember this one from my youth. Remember this one a lot. This one is also one I remember a lot. It's the Thomas Jefferson 1 cent stamp. Remember that one quite a bit. I always thought these were interesting looking. This domestic mail C stamp, I always just found these to be very interesting. These sort of generic looking stamps. This is a printing press. Liberty depends on freedom of the press, and it matches this American flag one. Actually, it's from the same series, so it's 11 cents. Here is a nice little pronghorn antelope stamp, I believe. Very tiny stamp. The old Oliver Wendell Holmes. Oh my gosh, so many of these. When I was a kid, I mean, you just saw this stamp everywhere. And I was like, who is Oliver Wendell Holmes? But he was in the Supreme Court. He was also a Civil War veteran, an officer during the Civil War, and he yelled at Abraham Lincoln one time to get his head down during a battle. So he's an actually pretty interesting guy. I think this is the showpiece stamp here. This is the 85-year-old, probably more than that now, United States Postage, William McKinley. There was a mountain named after him, but now the name's been changed to Denali, which makes a lot of historians kind of unhappy. Another one of these cool generic U.S. postage stamps. This one is A. Now, another one that I remember a lot from my youth is coming up here. This is one of the Heartland stamps, even done in this sort of warm, easy on the eyes color with a windmill. I'm having a hard time focusing. It actually says Texas. So it's a Texas stamp. It's just such small print that my eyes are having a hard time with it. Another one of that same series we're looking at. Peace unites a nation like harmony in music. Very much, it's like this one and this one. You know, actually, I think it might be a good idea to get those all together so we can sort of see how they all look together. So I'm taking out this one. I'm putting this one here. I'm taking out this one. I'm putting this one here. So we can get a look at this series. And let's, we're going to have some gaps to fill in. But here is another one. Freedom to speak out. That's a polling booth. Let's put that one here. And let's fill in some of the blanks with this push cart from the 1880s, which I do remember this stamp. Put that guy right here. And this is Ralph Bunch. And we'll put him here to fill in that blank. Okay, and now that interesting, make sure we don't have any more. I think that was it for that interesting set. But look here, like the Texas stamp, look at that, an Illinois windmill. So let's put that there. And consumer education. And then we got two more of these interesting generic stamps. Another, a C and a D. But you know what's neat is look, see how it's a smaller version of the same one. Even the same color. And this one is a D. So So let's get him in there. Okay, so we finished that set. Now, let's look at this one. This one I'm pretty excited about. These are supposed to all be antique. So, let's see what we have in this pack. Although that was interesting, a lot of the stamps we just looked at are ones I remember very well from being a kid. So these should all be before my time. Let's see what we have. Oh, I can already tell these are old. Oh boy. Oh wow. This is Rutherford B. Hayes. 11 cents. He was president when the time of Billy the Kid. Of course, George Washington from the same series, a 3-cent stamp. This is Washington again, a younger portrait of him. 7 cents. And the famous Franklin, 1 center. You see this guy a lot. And these prominent American stamps here. This is Washington again, 3 cents, profile picture. And another profile of Washington in a 2 center. Okay, this is another Washington 2 center. It's different tinting on it though. Okay. This is 3 cents NRA. This is a Great Depression stamp. National. It's not the well, with that it could be the National Rifle Association. Let me read it. No, it's not. It's not National Rifle Association. This is one of the alphabet soup programs and common determination. They're not holding weapons; they're holding tools. This is a Great Depression stamp. One of these famous presidents. They also made their wives in this set here. I do like the color. Yeah, this one. Postage due, 50 cents. They would stamp that if there wasn't sufficient postage, and then you'd have to pay it to get your letter. I don't think they do that anymore. They just won't even mail it. They'll just send it back to you. This one is so brittle it broke, which is kind of bumming me out. Just gonna put it in here anyway. Keep it along with the broken piece. It's very brittle paper. I mean, these are really old. Look at that beautiful 20-cent stamp. The special delivery stamp. Look at the old postage stroke on it. It's so cool. We have here. This is United States Postage. Great Smoky Mountains. I've never seen this stamp. Wow. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can squeeze it in here. Wow. What is this? United States Postage. Look at this airmail stamp with the wings. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is awesome. And the last one from this set, United States of America. Columbus discovers a new land. 1 cent. Okay. Got some new ones in this round. So next step is this. We're going to open one of these bags. You've probably seen these in hobby stores if you're a stamp collector and you're wondering what's in it, and we're fixing to find out. So here we go. It is tied up, and you know, this is a reusable bag, I suppose, if you didn't want to put these in an album, but I'm probably not going to keep it. Alright, let's see what's inside of it. There is a piece of honeycomb cardboard, which I'm taking out, and now the bag is empty. Nice drawstring. You could reuse this for something. I might give it to Mary, see if she wants it for anything. And take out the honeycomb. It's just a regular piece of cardboard. And here we go. The moment of truth. Oh boy. I'm gonna put them on the lid. Oh my goodness gracious. A lot of stamps going on here, and I already see ones that are kind of blowing my mind. Let me get a sip of coffee. Okay, let's just start doing this. Settle back, because this could take a while. 2 cents. Landing of Columbus. It's just like the same one we just saw, but 2 cents. See, it must have been a series. It's old Honest Abe stamp again. I think we've seen that one before, but you can't have enough of these. Oh, Mariposa butterfly stamps. Checker spot. What a beautiful stamp that is. Here's another one of these, of that series that we were looking at, of the Freedom of the Press. Here is another one of the regular mailers we just saw a few minutes ago. And the pronghorn antelope, I think he is. Oh, look at that one. Earth, Domestic USA. I remember this one, and it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Earth is probably seen from the moon or something. It's so beautiful. Beautiful stamp. What is this? Ramon Magsays, President of the Philippines. Well, Champion of Liberty. Of course, the Philippines is an American territory, so obviously we're going to honor prominent Filipino people. Folk Art USA. Look at that. Wood carving, Highlander. Like from our Scottish descended people. I've never seen that stamp. I've never seen it. What is this? A Christmas stamp. Giorgione, circa 1478. National Gallery of Art. Wow. Oh, Liberty Bell. This was a very common one when I was a kid. In the 70s and 80s. I remember this one a lot, always being on letters. Oh, what is this? Christmas 1963, a very dark Christmas indeed. The Christmas when JFK was assassinated. Look at the somber tone of the stamp anyway. Even if it was designed before the incident happened, there is something dark and foreboding and sad about this stamp. It shows the White House and a tree in front of it in very dark, overcast sky. And think about if the stamp was in fact designed and the concept was made after the assassination of Kennedy, it fits. If it wasn't, then it's a coincidence. What is this? The Boston Tea Party. Wow. I have some loud cars in my neighborhood. Welcome to Alabama, land of loud cars and trucks. George C. Marshall, general during World War II. November 21st, 1789, North Carolina. What is this? It's a stamp about my hobby, stamp collecting. 8 cents. It's nice to throw one of these in, isn't it? Acknowledge what we're doing here. Alright, it's time to turn the page. And let's continue. Let me get a sip of coffee. What do we have? Oh. Okay. William Shakespeare. The stamp itself just looks like an old woodcut. It's very cool looking. Very cool. This is another beautiful Mariposa. Dog face. You can see why it's called dog face. International Red Cross, United States Postage, 3 cents. This is an old one. Founded at 1364. If I had to guess, I'd say this is probably 1964, but I may be mistaken. Maybe earlier, but it is two-colored, and the date would make sense. Brooklyn Bridge. I love this one. I really do. 1983. 1883, 1983. 100 years of the Brooklyn Bridge. Turns up in a lot of my favorite movies, like Once Upon a Time in America. And I stayed in Brooklyn for a little while too, and it's really neat. Look at this metallic stamp. St. Lawrence Seaway. Whoa. Look at the artwork. Wow. I'm embarrassed at my thumb. It's winter skin. I don't know what else to say about it. So it is cold here. So I hope that's not like driving people crazy. I do have some dry skin on my thumb here. But I try to leave it alone, because if you mess with it, it'll start, you can actually bleed or something, so we don't want to do that. I think we all go through that this time of year. Ameripex, another stamp collecting stamp. I remember this one, and my parents bought me in 1986. They bought me a whole bunch of stuff, like postcards and everything for this Ameripex. I think it was like an expo or something. Oh, look. Win the war. The V for victory, the victory eagle, 3 cents. Wow, I love it. I love this stamp. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that beauty. Wow. A piece of history. Old Ike. I like Ike. 8-cent Eisenhower stamp. I think this is from the mid 70s after he'd passed. One tip about stamp collecting is if you see a person on a stamp, it means they're dead. At least it used to. I don't think they've changed that rule. Now, with the exception of like the Harry Potter or Star Trek stamps, generally a living person cannot be featured on a stamp. Now, without fail, since I'm doing a video, my cat will come up here and scratch on their scratching post for as long as possible because they want to be noticed. So I apologize for the continued background noises of loud trucks and cats, which always happen when I'm making a video. George Washington, 5 cents. Let's put him next to President Eisenhower. This is... It looks Christmassy, doesn't it? United States postage. I guess this is a 5 cents, and if I had to guess, this is a mistletoe Christmas stamp. Okay. What is this? Another victory stamp. Security, education, conservation, health, for defense. World War II. Wow. I'm getting excited to see these. These little pieces of history is just kind of blowing my mind. Love, 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 love. 20 cents. A very happy stamp here, and we'll put it here. Ironically, next to the wartime stamp. Here's like the North Carolina we saw. Here's South Carolina, May 23rd, 1788. There's a palmetto, I think it's what it's called. South Carolina's a beautiful state. The 500th anniversary of the printing. The 500th anniversary of the printing of the first. Take off my glasses. Oh, the Holy Bible. No, the Gutenberg Bible. Okay. My eyes. I need to get some bifocal contacts, I think. Yep. This is going to happen. It happens. What can I say? 25-cent regular old first class metal stamp. Here is the Yosemite stamp. I think we've already seen this one in my last video. What is this one? World peace through world trade. A little post-war. The olive branch around the world. What is this? Washington's 1889. It reminds me of the South Carolina one. I think it might even be the same series since it's the same cost. Okay. What do we have here? Centennial of Engineering. American Society for Civil Engineers. Ah. Christmas, Madonna and Child by Raphael. I stumbled upon Raphael's tomb. I wasn't even looking for it. I was in Rome, and I was in the Pantheon one night, and it was the first night I arrived there, and Just walking around. I didn't know Raphael was even buried in it. And then there I was. I saw his tomb had Raphael engraved on it. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm standing in front of Raphael's tomb. Wow, look at this one. It hasn't even been torn off. It's United States postage, 50 cents. That's a postage due stamp, another one. What is this one? Social Security Act, 1935 to 1985. 22 cents. I like the artwork on it. And, oh, the old classic Lady Liberty, 3 cents. Let's tuck some of these back in. What do we have next? This is Olympics 84. And once again, good example of 80s style artwork. Roanoke Voyages, North Carolina, 1584. That's a beautiful stamp. You know about what happened with Roanoke, don't you? So the very first baby ever born in America was born in Roanoke. And her name was Virginia Dare. And then that colony, when they came back to check on them, again from England, everyone was gone. The entire colony had vanished, just empty buildings. And the only clue as to what had happened was someone had carved on a tree the word Croatoan. And some people thought maybe they went to an island called Croatoan or integrated with some Croatoan Indians, but no one really knows. There were some gray-eyed Native Americans found later, and people think that they might have joined with them. It's a mystery. George Washington profile, 2 cents. Virginia, another one of those state stamps. 1788. That's a really pretty colorful stamp there too. What is this? National Park Service, 5 cents. 1966. I'll tell you what, when this album's full, it's going to be really fun to flip through it and see all of these sort of chaotically assorted stamps. I just think it's a work of beauty when it's done. Because we've got quite a few pages so far, and you've been watching every step of the way on this Washington territory. And we are starting a new page, y'all. Let's tuck these guys in for their long rest in my album. Okay. Next, we have We Hold These Truths. I think is that Monticello? Jefferson Memorial? If I'm wrong, I apologize. Classic 3 cent Washington. What is this one? Champions of Liberty. San Martin. Hero of the Andes. Jose San Martin. Okay. I'm sorry. The cancellation was covering up a lot of it. Oh, here's another one of these. Remote outpost. Wait a minute. We need to back up. Because I think we need to keep this set together. I just find this set pretty intriguing. Put this one here. Mexican Independence, 1810-1960. Oh, I remember this bird stamp. In the 80s, this was a very popular and common stamp to see on your letters. One that I put on a lot of letters when I used to write them. And another one of these guys. The domestic mail D. Register to vote, 5 cents. Huh, I've never seen that one at all. Oh, Old Man on the Mountain, New Hampshire. Cool. St. Francis of Assisi. I remember this stamp. My mom was excited when this one came out. She always liked St. Francis and had a little statue of him. St. Francis loved animals. And so was my mom. Another champion of liberty. Hero of the Champas. Oh, Simon Bolivar. International Telecommunication Union. Look at that cool artwork with a metallic world on it. How very cool. 1965. Another one of these guys. Old Thomas Jefferson profile. These are fairly old. 30s and 40s, I think. What's next? We have historic preservation. Are they going to say what the building is? I'm not sure. It's very cool looking stamp though. John Baptiste Point du Sable. 22 cents. Black Heritage, USA. U.S. postage. Jefferson. Another one of these Heroes of Liberty. Ernst Reuter. Mary Berlin. It's another mistletoe stamp. I thought we weren't supposed to have any doubles in this one. Unless, no, this better be a new Champion of Liberty one then. This is Italian. Garibaldi. Here is a regular old first class 1992. One of the old American flags. You still can find the equivalent of that. They always make something along those lines every year. An oil wagon, 1890s. Volunteer, lend a hand. Omnibus, 1880s. I remember this one a lot. Believe it or not, we used to use 1-cent stamps all the time to fill in the blanks before they had the whatever forever stamp or whatever. Army and Navy. Here's a World War II one for defense. These are so cool. Did you come across these? Here is another old-timey Washington stamp, 2 cents. And another Washington, 5 cents. Alright. And secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Preamble of the U.S. Constitution. This is Wolf Trap Farm Park for the performing arts. Ooh, that's a different one. U.S. Postal Service stamp. Look at that with all the mail. I think we had some of those in earlier. Now we have some more of this series. I think we've seen this guy more than once. So there's another double one. We're not supposed to have a double in this, but that's okay. I'm not complaining. There's a lot of doubles in this book so far. What is this? Explorer 2, 1935. I guess it's a hot air balloon. How cool is that? That's a very tall stamp. It actually is the tallest stamp I've ever had in this book so far. And this is another Madonna and Child. And we are actually turning a page. Holy cow. Oh, let's put this over here and continue. Hope you're settled in. We got a ways to go. John Copley, American artist. Look at that beauty. Oh, more balloons. 20 cents, hot air balloons. Just a pretty, colorful stamp. This has something on the back. It's another Postal Service stamp. I might have the whole series in this book. It's an old one here. What is this? Let me... Dante. Seen his tomb too. And interestingly, if I'm not mistaken, I was in Ravenna, Italy, where he's actually buried. Correct me if I'm wrong. I always thought he was buried in Florence, but I sure came across a tomb that sure looked legitimate in Ravenna. The Homestead Act. Ravenna was a really neat town in Italy, full of all this Byzantine stuff and mosaics and really beautiful. And then we were walking around and we came across this place that said John F. Kennedy Square. And here I was out, and I was so far away from everything. We had been traveling and almost gotten lost in this place. And then here I am, this square called John F. Kennedy. Martin Luther, founder of Lutheranism. What is this? Another Christmas stamp with an angel on it. Very pretty. I always thought Christmas stamps are some of the best ones to collect. Sybil Luddington. Contributors to the cause. Oh, this is a cool series. I have an album, and I've been trying to find this set. It's a separate album I have, but it's nice to see one of these. These are hard to find. It's about the American Revolution, in case you're wondering. Oh, look at that. Space program. From the 60s. 1967 is when it's stamped. That is awesome. Carter G. Woodson, Black Heritage. Here's another one I've never seen. Settlement of Florida. Whoa. I have never seen this very cool artwork on this stamp. Rhode Island. Another beautiful one. Another space stamp. A decade of achievement. And the moon rover. Wildlife conservation. The saw-whet owl. Wow, I've never seen this one. This is beautiful. Just gorgeous. Oh boy, look at this. Viking missions to Mars. Oh my gosh. Wow. Beautiful. Expanding human knowledge. Christmas, and it's got a little toy horse on it. Breeder Reactor, Knoxville World's Fair. Wow. Some of these I've just never even knew existed. Another space one. United States in space. You can see the limb right here, the sun and the moon. That's a limb on the moon. I guess that's the, I'm sorry, that's the Earth and that's the sun. I'm sorry, I'm kind of an idiot. Just excited to see these. Letters preserve memories. And it's true. We should all get back into writing letters, especially now with what's going on with the pandemic. What harm would it do? And it makes people happy to get letters in the mail. So consider it. Francis Omey, U.S. champion 1913, a golfer. And this is the last stamp for today. Public education. Wow. Very well done artwork. And well, that is it. Let's look at our progress so far. So we've been doing this is 2 videos in. Look at all of these stamps. And just wait till this thing is filled. And if you watch my channel, you'll see the whole book get filled. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like it, please give me a thumbs up or leave a comment. Subscribe and click the bell icon. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.